All right. So let's go ahead and start it with our first we do. It says Michael's car travels 25 miles on 1 gallon of gas. The cost of gas is 3.75 per gallon. Write an equation that could be used to calculate the total cost of gas Y. So we're writing an equation based on the number of miles. So our equation is going to be written in Y equals mx form. Okay. And then you need to know that it's 25 miles for 1 gallon and it's 3.75 per gallon. So if 25 miles equals 1 gallon, okay, and you have your keyword per here, that means that the 375 is what's going to be multiplied over and over. So that will be the number that is attached to your x. Okay. Let's look at our second we do. It says write an equation that could be used to represent the data in the table. So again, we're writing an equation, but now we're using the data in our table. So we are going to write it in Y equals mx form, but we have to find our k first. And so remember, to find our k, you have to do k equals y divided by x. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that to figure out what our constant is. So y divided by x, so my y is 18, and I'm going to divide that by 2 because that's my x. Then my y here is 45, and my x is 5, so divide that. And then my y is 63, and my x is 7. And then last but not least, my y is 8, and my x is 12. So then I would divide these to make sure that I get the same thing each time. So 18 divided by 2, well, I know that 2 times 9 is 18, so that means that's 9. 45 divided by 5, I know that 5 times 9 is 45, so I know that that's 9 also. So you can do this one of two ways. You can do 63 divided by 7, or since we know that up here we got 9 as our constant, we can try to do 7 times 9. But I'm going to do 63 divided by 7 just to show you. So 7 goes into 7 goes into 63. Sorry, guys, that's the bell. 7 goes into 63 9 times. 9 times 7 is 63. So that's 0. Okay? And then 108 divided by 12. So I'm going to check if 12 times 9 gives me 108. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Yes, that worked. So that means that my constant, it means that k equals 9. So that means my equation is going to be y equals 9x. Okay? So now it's your turn. You're going to do example 3. And this one is easier. It already gives you your constant. So you're just going to write it in y equals mx form. And it tells you your constant rate of 25. So which of those equations is written correctly? Okay? Then after that, you're going to go on to your independent practice. These are your expectations for your independent practice. So if you're done with your notes, raise your hand so your teacher can bring you your independent practice.